All right, let's take a look at one more topic dealing with the worksheets themselves. We've seen deleting worksheets, we've seen renaming worksheets. We saw earlier on how to add worksheets. We actually saw it just a moment ago as well. Now I want to take a look at moving and copying worksheets. Let's take a look at moving first. Both of these techniques that I'm about to show you for moving and copying, very similar to one another and really simple to do. Take a look. So I've got three sheets here, quarter one, quarter two, and something called sheet three. Maybe I'll rename that. Let's call this quarter four. Oh wait, I don't have a quarter three, and that's fine. Now I want to reorder these sheets. You know, maybe when I'm done with quarter one, I'm not too concerned with that one anymore. So I want to bring quarter two to the front. When I'm done with quarter two, I'll move quarter four to the front, and so on. So to reorder your sheets, move them around, it's a click and drag process. Take a look. So I'm going to grab quarter four here and move it to the beginning. And all I need to do, left click the tab, quarter four, hold down, and drag it. And you see that little black arrow? It's kind of moving around with me. That's where you're going to drop it. So I'll left click and drag to the beginning, let go, and I've now moved the worksheet. Quarter four is at the beginning. Really simple. I'll grab that again, left click, and just drag it to the end. And there we have it. Just moving, reordering your worksheets. Just left click and drag them. Couldn't be any easier than that. Now, that was moving. How about copying a worksheet? You know what? Quarter one, I'm probably going to use the same structure, the same bills, the same formulas, different data, but the same basic structure for quarter two and quarter three and quarter four. Well, why don't I just copy this one and then rename it? So let's do this. Let's get rid of quarter two. I'll just delete that one. I'm going to delete quarter four. Now notice it didn't warn me like it did in the earlier lecture, right? And the reason why it didn't warn me when I deleted those is because they didn't have any data. Okay? But now quarter two rolls around and I need to recreate this worksheet, but for quarter two data. So rather than reinventing the wheel and recreating this, I'll just copy this as a new worksheet. Take a look. Now remember, moving a worksheet, it was left click, hold down, and drag. To copy a worksheet, it's still left click and drag, but I'm going to hold down the control key as I do this. So I'll press the control key on my keyboard, left click on quarter one, and then just drag it. You'll see one minor difference. You see the little plus sign next to that piece of paper? I'm going to let go now, and I've copied the worksheet. They called it quarter one too, but I'm just going to rename that. I'll double click. Let's change that to quarter two. And now I've got an exact duplicate of that worksheet between these two. And now for quarter two, all I need to do is wipe out the months here. Let's get rid of that. I'll get rid of these values up here because this should be what? January, February, March, April 2016. All right. And I'm just going to autofill that. There's May and June. And I've got a new worksheet just copied from the previous one, ready for me to put my bill amounts in here. So control and drag moves them. Click and drag moves them. Control and drag will copy it. Try it out inside of your own workbook. Insert a few worksheets, drag them around, get comfortable with moving the worksheets around within your workbook, reordering content. Try the control and drag. Copy a workbook, or a worksheet. So try it out.